doing this. No, it's been a little while since you made your decision, but we haven't really had a chance to talk to you. So guess I just wondering what went into your decision to come back after going to the NBA draft, and how did that process kind of go for you?
That was a while ago. Just wanted to maximize my opportunity here at State. I realized I had a solid, maybe decent 2 years, but I have a lot more to give. A lot more to give out of myself and for this team and for this university. And just, being back to play with these guys, it's my family for forever. So, it was no wrong choice either way. I could have grinded it out either way, but I felt this was the most sensible decision for me.
Aaron, kind of along those lines, what are your goals right now in making that decision to come back? And I would imagine this is something you want to revisit again, and if you meet all those goals.
First to just be, winning games, winning the championship and realizing that anything that I want to do personally won't be done unless I do that, And I don't want to say be selfish in that way and look out for myself and win, but no, I'm here for the family. I'm here for the team. Coach Izzo's gave everything he's had and put it into me as well as my teammates and the assistant coaches all the way up from head to bottom. So it's one of those things where it's a perfect mesh ever since I've been here, and I just look forward to making the most of my opportunity for my future and for right now as well.
Hey, Aaron. Obviously, you guys lose Cassius, Xavier's gone. There's still a lot of talent on this roster, but a lot of people are looking to you as this to kind of be the year Aaron Henry breaks out and kind of makes this his team and the guy that's kind of the focal point of this team. Do you feel like that's there for you, or do you relish that opportunity to kind of take on more of a I guess leading role on this team?
Absolutely, and it's nothing short. I'm just a piece of the puzzle, honestly. We have a lot of great pieces from head to bottom. I'm just guys that I came in with as freshmen that have grown to be players that didn't play at the beginning of their careers all the way to now where they're looking for pivotal minutes. And you got Joey transferring in, you got Rocket being a sophomore, Josh coming back for his fifth year, and everybody's just growing, and we're just adding. And I'm a small piece to the puzzle, but I'm glad to be looked at in that light. That's always a wonderful feeling. But I'm ready to compete with the team.
We'll go to Brendan Schwabat and then follow that up with Stephen Brooks.
Hey, Aaron. So obviously you're the leading returning scorer on the team, kind of like Matt just talked about. And you're gonna have to pick up a big role of the scoring loss with Cassius and Xavier. What other parts of your game are you trying to focus on and build besides scoring them?
Just getting others involved, realizing that I can always draw two, I can always get to my spot, get to my shot at any time. But just seeing the defense before it happens, just having that experience that how Cassius was so good at seeing the plays, how Xavier was just always in the right spot at the right time. Just learning from players like those and watching the games over the summer and the bubble that happened in the NBA, and just always watching the game. Just seeing how defenses play each other, how to get in the lane and make the right play. Make shots and just be the player that everybody expects me to be, but more importantly, the player that I know I can be.
Stephen Brooks.
Aaron, good to see you, man. I want to ask you real quick about the number change and what went into that. With KJ, I think took 11. Did he have to pay you off a little bit or anything there? And more importantly, over the summer when you were making that decision, I know it was a weird year, obviously, but what were you able to gather from the NBA folks or whoever you were consulting with, about the feedback you got about yourself and what you learned about yourself by going through that process,
First, to start off with the number change, it was something that I was AJ's host on his official, and we just clicked instantly. It's like a brother to me. I don't want to call it like a little brother because he's younger than me, nothing like that. No, that's somebody that means a lot to me. He asked for that number, and it's like, bro, it's a number to me. It has no relevance to my family at all, and it means everything to you. So, it was a simple number change for me, but it meant the world for him, and I feel like that's a sacrifice a Spartan would do, as a captain and whatnot. I feel like that was the right thing to do. And as far as feedback from the NBA, just they want to see more. They want to see my game, what there was to it. There's always more. It's just intrigued on the type of player that I really was and the system that I really am, and not really, but that I played in. it was a lot of feedback, and it was different from every team. Every team had their own vision of me and who I was, but not being able to work out for certain teams, impacted that, and just the date that we had, it really impacted that as well. Not that it was bad, but that's just how it worked out. And not to say that me being here at this podium now is a bad thing. It's what's for me is going to be for me, and I'm ready to hit this ground running for this year. I'm excited about our team, and that's the past. I can't go back in the past and leave after my sophomore year. I'm not a sophomore anymore, so I'd like to leave that back there. But I'm really excited about this team.
If I could follow up quickly on that, do you remember how many conversation teams you spoke with? And you were in there for a long time for most of the
Yeah.
time. I mean, was that a quick decision, or did you take all the time you had to really go back?
I talked to 22 teams, I think so, and there were some teams that were high on me, some teams that were low on me. It's what like every kid goes through, I can imagine. It's probably different for right now, but like I said, the feedback was different for every team. Some good, some bad, but it is what it is. Just trying to leave that in the past, honestly, if I could do that.
We've time for a couple more with Aaron. We'll go to Chris Solari and then to Kyle Austin.
This has been a weird summer. Kind of walk us through a little bit of what you did in that waiting process, and did you get to go home? Did you go work out? How did that all transpire? Especially when you've got that weirdness of the decision you would normally make in February or March gets pushed back.
That's all I did was work. And when I went home, I didn't want to be a victim of my situation. That's something that we talk about a lot. It's hard for people to go out and do stuff, publicly. You want to go out and hang out. But, in Indiana, where I'm from, there's gyms on every corner. There's some place you can get in all the time and get your work in, and that's something that I've been fortunate and blessed with. People that care about me, a trainer, Rob Blackwell back at home, worked with me all summer. We got in once, sometimes twice a day. And just being around some of the pro guys like Denzel or Gary to show me the ropes of how to be a professional player, and how to take care of that off time and take care of my body, and especially on how to eat. I really trained myself to be, trying to take that next step and trying to be productive and grow in that area, and that's something that I look forward to displaying as well as producing.
As a quick follow, the flow. Tell us about the flow.
Say that again. Oh, you talking about my hair? Oh, yeah, I grew that out too. Something that my mom ain't too happy about, but she gonna have to get happy with it. So.
Kyle Austin.
Yeah, and one thing your coach has been talking to us a lot about is how this is going to be obviously a long season for you guys. A lot of time not being able to see friends, maybe not being able to see family as much as you want. How is that kind of on your mind, and what can you do to kind of keep your head light?
No, I love it. It is what it is. It's just us, and that's all we ever needed. It's just me. It's just our team. All 20 of, I don't know, I'm not sure, including managers and coaches, but around 30 guys is going to be tested all the time, and we're going to need each other in that gym when we're playing teams. We're going to have to rally around each other, and that's all we need. Not to say we don't need friends or anything, because I love my friends too. But, they're going to have to be at home for a little while and just watch from the sideline, and it's nut-cutting time.
Last two for Aaron will be Brad Galley and then Matt Charbonneau.
Aaron, I respect what you said about leaving the draft process in the past, but I'm curious if you'll watch the draft to see if your former teammates get picked.
Absolutely, man. For sure. I watch every kid get drafted, and knowing that one day that'll be me, and being happy for them and calling them, checking up on them, and just letting them know that I'll be there real soon.
Matt Charbonneau.
Yeah, Aaron, you mentioned Joey earlier. I just wanted to, get an idea from you. Obviously, Joey was around last year, but how is he helping change this team now that he's going to be able to play, be a rotational guy? What sort of impact do you see him having on this team?
A huge impact. You can put him in anywhere on the court, and he fits in anywhere. He can dribble, pass, and shoot, sort of like myself. And it just takes time, and quickly we play off each other well in practice. It's something that we look forward to doing in the game. And he's just one of the easiest guys you can play with. He'll defend, he'll shoot, he'll pass, he'll rebound, but first he's a team player, and he'll do whatever to win, and that's the most important thing.
Awesome. Thank you, Aaron.
Thank you, guys. It's good seeing you again.